Welcome back, everybody, to another story time with Zeven. And, I've been trying to tell this story for a while because it's just kind of funny. But, the victor from the votes on the community page, sorry, you're a bit too late to go vote on that, but it was 75-ish% Canoe tree. Now, it almost sounds like Canoe tree, which is almost sounds like one word, but it is canoe and tree. So, let's just get started with the intro. Now, I play video games for 4 hours a day. Streaming. And that doesn't count all the other hours I'm available. So, obviously, I'm an indoor person. If I was outdoor, I'd be out doing stuff. I am not. I'm going to stay here. Anyways, so we had this class trip to go on. I hate socialization. A little bit is okay every now and then, but repeatedly, non-stop for 3 days on a camping trip outside, no chance. Horrible idea. Never want to do it again. But it wasn't just a normal camping trip. The canoe part. It was a canoe trip. Now, in a canoe, you would paddle. 22 miles is the distance. I was in 7th grade. These guns that I have now didn't exist back then. So, I'm weak. I had no social life, so I got stuck with females. Got nothing against them, but if I'm the strongest person on the canoe, there's an issue. I didn't clear that with either of them. I'm just claiming myself as the more muscular one. Not like they're gonna watch this video. They hate me now. Anyways, so after me, this person who has had horrible nature experiences throughout my entire life, is now going on a camping trip. Now, I was lucky enough to get a tent with one adult. I was kind of the outcast, so I was definitely okay with that. So it was me and my dad. Just perfectly fine. That was my only alone time. So we get in the tent, slept, woke up the next morning, and I'm getting text messages. Not on the canoe trip. I didn't have my phone yet. I got it the next year. So, we're getting on this bus, and we're going. We get the canoe and sit it in the water. Now, we're going back and forth. So it's supposed to be 22 miles, but if from the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen is 1 mile, well, if you go like this enough, you end up going quadruple the distance. So we probably did 90 miles or so. It was something crazy like that, but we're just going. It's miserable, and it's freezing, and I hate nature, and I hate the water, and everything disgusts me, and we're just going. And so, the wind, we've been going since 8 in the morning to almost 5 at night. 8 hours of constant this. There was almost no current, and the current that we did have was against the wind, so it was blowing our canoe backwards. So, it was pretty bad. Now, many guys, your guys' age, probably won't know this, but girls like to pal up a lot. So, yeah, everybody left except for my canoe and 2 other girl canoes. Now, you can see where this would start to go wrong. 7th graders are stupid. And by stupid, I mean very stupid. We decided to come up with this bright idea to become a brick. So, that probably makes no sense. But basically, one canoe would line up next to another canoe. And since I don't have a third arm, just imagine that there's another canoe. So there's 3 canoes. The people in the middle canoe would hold on to the other 2 canoes and pretty much just get carried like me in Fortnite. So me, being on the edge of the back, is having to do so much more work. So we have me, an adult who knows how to row, and then 2 people in the middle, and then 2 more girls in the front. So we're having 4 people row. Like, that's almost 1 person per canoe. I got no muscles. I play video games. What did you expect? So, we're just going. We have no traction. It's water. We're just a brick slowly going. We have no compatibility to turn, because every time one of us would try to turn, like, you'd end up canceling it out, because you can't turn 3 canoes with 2 people. So, we're just going, and then we'd come across this turn that we were barely able to get. It was already very close. There's just a tree in the middle of the water. Like, it's just sticking out. It's like dead, but it's had the shape of a tree. It wasn't just a log. It was a tree. It probably reached about 5 feet out of the water. And we're headed straight towards it. Now, I'm on the right canoe. It's probably left for you, but right for me. So, I'm like, we need to turn, we need to turn. And the other 2 people were like, yeah, we need to turn, we need to turn. But if they're both paddling, they're both heading straight towards each other and canceling each other out. It's how science works. And since I was definitely the stronger one, I got us sideways, so we hit the tree, and our canoe went under the tree. Which is not good. And I was short. I was probably about like 5 foot. So half of my, like, I was up to about like here in water because I'm just holding onto the tree. There were 3 of us who just got stranded on this tree. The other 2 canoes go out. The other canoe had 1 paddle in it and 2 girls who had no idea really what they were doing. Luckily, one of them, like, just kept going and, like, stopped, like, 400 yards away. But the other one was manned by an adult and 2 other girls, which was not great. It was pretty bad. So we're just like hanging on to this tiny little tree. It's freezing. It's like probably like 40-degree water. I don't know. They all say I was exaggerating, but they weren't the ones in the water after sunset. So it's dark, and we're just holding on to this tree with our canoe under the tree. And we're like, how are we gonna get the canoe out? Because it's full of water. And so, luckily, the adult didn't know how to swim and was able to come over and, never mind. We had to jump off and get to the side, so we just kind of stacked 1 canoe with a bunch of us. And then the adult went back and was trying to free it, but couldn't. And then what do you know? Like a family starts coming by with 2 like really strong dudes who come help us get the canoe out, and we get it was just easy. Just dump out the water, set it down, get in the canoe, and then they just disappeared. Like the people who we didn't know them just got out of their canoe, helped us get the canoe going, and we did not see them. Like, it was the strangest thing. I don't care what you think of it. This is my perspective. You can say, oh, maybe they just drowned and died. Maybe you were just in shock and had a concussion or something. I don't know. Take it as you will. I did not see them again, and nobody else seems to remember them. That's just, like, take it as you will. I'm going to say that's a miracle. Somebody else was watching me and caring for me. Anyways, yeah, we got back. The girl who was stuck on the tree with me, kind of got hypothermia. Not really, but like felt like it. We were all freezing and just shivering. We shivered the entire night, and it was cold and it was miserable, and I hate camping and I never want to go again. And we went the next year. But that's a story for another time. I can't get too much. It's already almost 10 minutes long. So yeah, that's my canoe tree story. It was hard, and the most annoying part is we were on that tree. 1 turn and we're like like you can't see anything. There's like a mountain there. You make one turn, and there it is. Like there's the campsite, but we had no idea. So everything may seem to be going wrong with 2020, but with 2021 coming just around the corner, it's already here. You can see that home stretch. So what I would take away is things may look horrible, but somebody's going to be there to help you through it. Anyway, yes, that's the helpful thought about the story. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to watch out for trees when you're canoeing. Apparently that's a special skill I have, is getting stuck in a tree with a canoe. Not something I would be prideful about, but something that you may guys want to like try sometime. But I would definitely not recommend it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you guys all next time.